Right, so we have 20 years of playing as the East India Company before we can go ahead and play as Hindustan. The issue being that we're going to spawn in the middle of a rebellion against a much stronger nation. So I need to go ahead and develop these provinces. I'm pretty sure it's just this one that we can do. I don't think that this one gets selected in terms of Delhi. So I'm just gonna heavily develop this province here and hope that's enough to carry us. I think they also do get Delhi. So I'm gonna focus on these two provinces and we'll see. So I'm gonna ignore all of this mutinying and that sort of stuff and just focus on that. What it does mean is that we have 20 years and all of our credit to burn. We're gonna go ahead and build a bunch of construction sectors, make them iron frame buildings and burn through our cash. Don't want to do any military research at all. I've just got to think of a way to be able to survive because I've never seen, in all of my hours of Victoria 3, I've never seen them win Hindustan. So I don't know. By the way, you can't form Hindustan either. This is the only way that I've found to be able to do it. Also, Hindustan should be called the Mughal Empire, but we move. It's okay. Right, we're gonna build a bunch of construction sectors. And let's see, what resources exist here? Wood, iron, no coal. I'm not even the nation already stressed. Okay, so I'm gonna assume if I win the war that I'll be able to take over this province, so there'll be coal there. So whilst I'm in the war, having an arms industry and an iron mine is gonna be huge for us. So let's build up our base resources first, and we'll go from there. It's an interesting way to play the game for sure. I don't know what this is. Oh, I'm pretty sure it nicks it from the native Indian nations. Yeah, okay. Wish I hadn't done that. I just wanted to figure it out what it was. But yeah, there you go. Hey, the AI is also helping me. Cheers, lads. Okay, dye plantations. I think textile mills are going to be good here. I also want to make sure I've got tooling industry built there. Let's get state infrastructure right now. Get a decree. Road maintenance. There we go. Get the building faster. Okay. 20 years is a long time in this game, so it's not like it's a panic, but I also want to make sure that it's properly set up. Because the decisions we make now will make or break this video. Like, I don't want to get 20 years into this recording, which is a long time, and then have to restart. And I'll be honest, daily uploads, you may just see, this may just be a failed run, and you're not going to know, and I'm not going to know. So make sure to keep watching to see if I succeed. Because this video is going up either way, chaps. Even if I fail. Why is there devastation here? What did you do? I'm trying to get people to be more radical right now. Also, the issue is we're not going to have a coast. So I don't know what territory we get if we win. Like I said, I've never seen Hindustan win. I just know that it's these two provinces. I don't know if we fully annex them. I don't know if we take parts of the territory. I don't know if we get a coastline. I'm going into this completely blind because I thought it'd be more interesting. All right, we also need to make sure we actually get some livestock ranches and rice farms in case we're like completely isolated. We need to be self-subsistent. We have to imagine, right, that we're an isolationist nation at that point. Okay, so this is worth 13%. This is worth 6%. I need that to be a lot higher, man. Fortunately, it's India, so there's a lot of populace, which is good. We bump up the arms industry a little bit. I have a deficit of iron, but I can't build more in that province because of the whole infrastructure side of things. So why don't we just import it? Right, I'm just going to assume that we're going to hold on to this territory here, even though it's not as like Sunni as I'd like. Why would, I mean, okay, I've seen it spawn like definitely here. I don't know about here and here. Surely Delhi's going to be part of it, right? Right? Soil-rich farming, intensive grazing. How much are we up to now? 13 and 7.6, so it's gone up 1%. 15 years, chaps. 15 years. I'm also trying to rush railways so we can build more in the territories. Okay, the coal mines are built. I'm going to go atmospheric engine first, then railways, and then... Sorry, mechanicals, then rails, because we're about to finish atmospheric engines. I think when it gets to 5 years, that's when we'll really start cranking and make ourselves basically bankrupt. Atmospheric engine pump, more iron. Sure, we'll get more gold for now. Also allows us to create motor industries, which are going to be useful for our railways, that are scheduled for 3 years. That doesn't sound right. Probably 5 years. Okay, that's enough time. All right, let's have a look at the rest of the world. Looks like Russia's taken parts of the Ottomans, sure. So Cassia is getting destroyed by the Russians. We patronize Romanticism. Mexico's killed Texas. And Tripoli's getting taken out by the Egyptians. Okay, steel mills, motor industries, tooling workshops, textile mills, arms industries. I think it's just barracks now. Silk, probably a good idea as well. We'll get 5 silk and 5 dye, just to maintain luxury clothing. Get dye workshops. Steel will funnel into motor industries. We can switch over to steel tools as well. Okay, we're good. Just ignore, you know, this. It's fine, don't worry about it. Just keep building, lads. Oh, man. How much do you produce? You produce 29 fertilizer. Should be enough, right? Okay, there's precision tools. And there are steel tools. Means you're going to be worth something finally. I'm just hoping that we can get a border with the Qing and then we can sell them things. Otherwise, we're kind of screwed. All right, 12 years. 12 years. Okay, we've got 3 years left on this. Then I can get railways. This is what, 13%? It's gone up to 10%. Okay, 23% of the GDP. We need to get that like as close to 50% as possible. We need to try and like, I don't know. Okay, the reason I'm like so panicky is because, again, Delos, I don't have time to fail, really. There are real world consequences to this. It's not just like in-game, like, oh man, it would kind of suck if we lost. It's like, no, this would be bad. Because that means I'd have to cancel a couple of plans with some people that would be very upset with me if I did that. So, it's one of the only times that Paradox skill may come in handy to help a social situation. Okay, we're gonna get another motor industry. Steel mills are producing fine. We need more iron. We need more coal. I'm just going to assume that this coal mine is going to produce enough. Like, we're going to get it. If we do get Delhi, then we do have the border with Qing. If we don't, then we're kind of screwed. I do think there needs to be a lot more flavor in India. It was a historical paradox. Well, okay, I don't like... The popularized term is historical paradox. I don't like that. I've explained it before about the idea that... looking back, you're like, well, it was inevitable that a European power would take over India. Whereas at the time, it'd have been preposterous. Like, people would definitely, like, British merchants and industry leaders would go and prostrate themselves in front of the local rulers, not even the Mughal emperor, but the local rulers, because of the disparity in power. Like, Europe didn't really have anything that the Mughals wanted, but Mughals had a lot of things that obviously Europe wanted in terms of dyes and spices and that sort of stuff. So it was a massive imbalance of power. And it was only through exploiting existing regional disputes that the British were able to take control. So yeah, I think that being reflected would be kind of nice. Obviously, at this point, the conquest of India has already happened, but still, like the nuances. I mean, we're playing one of the nuances. Obviously, the Mughal, the sepoy rebellion was one of the things. Yeah, it would definitely be cool to see more this region, because India is like, also to me at least, I found that people think of India as like a homogenous Indian state when like it's one of the most diverse places on the planet and has been for pretty much all of human history. Tempted to get chemical plants. Okay, in 10 years. What, 3 years? There's no way in 10 years that I could rush. Let's see, that would be 6 to 9. And I need that as well. 3 years. We could. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is the AI will struggle during our war to build up the infrastructure to sustain skirmish infantry because they need ammunition, right? Which can only be produced in munitions plants, which need things from like chemical plants in terms of explosives. So my thinking is that we could probably exploit that and have really good troops when we first spawn in, because the barracks in these regions that I'll build in the final 5 years will be set to, or 3 years, will be set to skirmish. And it'll have the localized infrastructure to support that. Okay, that's the plan. I really need these railways, man. I mean, look, the infrastructure is literally 67%. Here we go, 3 weeks, and we figure out what a railway is. That'll unlock more building ability for us. 9 years, lads, 9 years. 94%, trickle up, and our motor industries are doing well, perfect. All right, on the assumption that we're gonna get this territory, I'm gonna build here as well, because our coal mines, like, we're dead without it. Okay, we already have general staff, so percussion caps coming soon. That'll give us munitions plants, and we can hopefully get everything set up by then. And then I just want more industry stuff to do with efficiency. Shift up these chemical plants. 7 years left. It's gonna be built in 27 months. I don't like this. Oh, Italy's formed already. Nice. Good for them. The Russians have taken another piece of the Ottoman Empire. Argentina's taking Uruguay as a puppet. This is gonna be super early for skirmish infantry, but I think it is highly necessary. So how much taxation efficiency? Minus 90%. So instead, what we'll do is get percussion cap, and then we want central archives. There's another 25% taxation capacity. 25, not 25%. Currently, each one of these brings in with it plus 10 taxation capacity. So we'd need 100 to come close. All right, 5 years. So I need to start really cranking out these construction sectors. Okay, there's munition plants. Sulfur and lead. I don't have sulfur and lead. Wait, I'll be part of the same market for the duration. So I can build it now because I'll be part of the same market. Skirmish infantry. And over here as well, skirmish infantry. All right, I've got 4 years left. So I'm gonna really whack up the construction side of things. Burn through the money. And I've got queued up a bunch of railways to finish that off. Some steel mills, some tooling workshops, and the rest are gonna be all government administration. We should be able to get central archives just beforehand. The thinking is that I'll be part of the same market, so I can still make the same trades. So I won't just suddenly be like isolated during the war, but I'll be able to have really high taxation because of, you know, being able to tax this populace that currently has minus 89%. And if we could put India into a death spiral, that'd be pretty good as well. Okay, I don't want to go bankrupt before then. Take on debt. No, I need the debt. All right, it's in default. So we've basically done everything that we can do. There's a paper mill there. I don't know if the paper was so 578. That does not cover nearly enough. Probably should have built some more paper mills. The final count is 16.8% and 12%. So that's about what, 30-ish percent? So done quite well. Hopefully we get this as well. Should be another like, what, almost 40% of the GDP. So we've done very, very well indeed. Why is Britain attacking East India Company? I don't know what to do about this. Do I fight it? I mean, they're definitely trying to stop it big now. I mean, why is that happening? Why is this happening? Like, you could have just asked us to not have slavery. So did this invalidate our... I mean, sure, I'll accept that. Does that invalidate our agreement? No, am I still, like, under you? Yeah, I'm still a Dominion. So you're just allowed to attack me? I don't get that. So I wish I'd accepted the national debt thing now. Right, Central Archives is about to be a thing. There we go. May have been a mistake. Yeah, the 300 taxation capacity I don't think was worth it. And we'll figure it out in 16 months. This is definitely a bankrupt nation. Can I get this final railway done? Might happen. And we've just got a bunch of paper mills. Nice to get the railway done. Full infrastructure there. I think the taxation capacity may have been a mistake. That's okay. Okay, we have the mutiny in a few weeks. So I'm going to do something that may be frowned upon. I'm gonna get rid of all the barracks that aren't up north. Mysore, that one. Madras, Central India, that's gone. You're gone. North Bengal, Assam. Nope, that's our territories. Okay, so the only barracks that exist are the ones in my territory, which are good. The conscription I've messed with, so we get bonuses, which is good. One thing I should have done is I should have done Doctrine of Lapse and then gone for the guys north because of just the sheer amount of front lines that we're going to have to deal with now. All right, let's give this a go. 15 days, lads. 15 days. All right, 2 arms. Mutiny. Long live the new Hindustan. It's a lot of minus 100s there. We still have about 207 divisions. Okay. We start by losing money, so I'm going to go ahead and drop you down because we're not going to have the ability to fulfill you just yet. We're lacking everything, which suggests to me, yep, we're in our own market without the ability to import because we're at war with everyone around us. Oh boy. Yeah, we can't import from anyone. That's not good. Where are the rest of my battalions? That's not good. That's really bad. Okay. We don't actually have any troops. Start with the same, the same everything as we did previously. Sure. Trying to get conscriptural battalions. Obviously not going to arrive in time. Going to activate conscripts in both. What do you mean one's not a core territory? I've got to incorporate it. So I have one province. I have Delhi. We don't have any coal. Oh, Christ. What am I supposed to do? There are like 8 different... Okay, I've got to protect Delhi, surely. Hopefully that'll consolidate into a front line. So, the East India Company capital stays in the east. I got to push north. Okay, they're not going to have a general there. 100% they're not going to put a general there. So where do I put my guys? I need to hire more generals. They're all explorers, really? We don't have a single guy that can actually fight. Okay, there's 20 in each bloody province. Oh, what do I even do, man? Okay, if there's no one there, go push. I don't have anyone here. I don't have anyone here. Okay, defend that front one. No, I told you to go defend this front here. Already lost. Okay, that's our north secured. Okay, for some reason there's like 6 front lines here, and they all lead to my capital. And we have for offense. I can't think of any way that we can win this. Okay, well, let's go back to India then. Why would you have it as an option if it's impossible? Okay, let's put military rages up high so that we can actually get people in the barracks. That kind of screws. Yeah, they just don't, like, they don't want to join because our literacy rate is so low. And the conscriptions take too long. The only thing I can think of is declaring war on the Qing and then doing this. I have 89 days, right? Which means I have 89 days to somehow fix this war. So what happens if I capitulate? That is the dumbest. Okay. So that's just the thing that I can do. I'll give it another shot as Hindustan, but like, I don't think there's any other way to like win than that, which feels super cheesy. Okay, so I managed to get a professional army. I started this like 5 years before speaking now. So I managed to get professional army and get rid of the barracks now and hopefully drive them all to officers in Delhi. That's the idea at least. I've succeeded in getting another 100. I don't know, I thought the disenfranchised officers would go to the place where they're needed, but apparently not. Even though I've got, they are. Unemployment. Unemployment. I need literacy, but I didn't build up the literacy. God, there's so many mistakes I made, man. I managed to gain a bunch of people here, though. That's rather surprising. Okay, we used up all our doctrines. Got a nice cleaner. Well, a cleaner. I wish I'd been doing that the entire time. I could have done 10 nations, which would have helped so much. God, I wish I'd done that. I have so many regrets. There we go. We're going to have another honest go of fighting it from the start. Long live the new Hindustan. Okay. This time we got the entire province. That's useful. Okay, so 66k there. And we have not 66k here. So let's get rid of all of those. Highest bandit. Okay. I'd rather have a hedonist bandit, to be honest. Seems a bit more like in line with his morals. Okay, but we have probably got the ability to defend here. Okay, that front's the same as that front, so that's weird. Start up with a lot of depth. What are we lacking in? Iron. What? We're lacking in iron. Okay, now we're lacking in hardwood. Okay, coal, but what's using coal? Railway, steel mills, yeah, okay, all relevant stuff to me right now. Sulfur, can't think about that. Glass, back to market stalls. Explosives, lead, yeah, okay, those are all things I can't control right now. Right, onwards before the ammunition, small arms, and steel penalties all crumble. I need to capture these coal mines. Yeah, we don't have the lead for the ammunition is the issue, and so I can't, like, sustain a push. I'm not white piecing. We are pushing, actually. As unlikely as it is, now that we've got some conscripts going, and they are not, like, they're just bodies. How is your defense that high, man? Oh, come on. Come on. Plus 75% of the battles. No, don't crumble, don't crumble! Just hold, boys! Just hold! This front here is about to collapse. No, 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 no. Yes! Okay. Right. It was still massively cheesy, but I count that as more of a victory than just sort of agreeing of the land. So I'll take that. Now, we need to sort this stuff out. Oh, quality. So we only have Delhi as an incorporated state. So we have to incorporate all this. Cool. No market access. Yeah. Okay. Input shortages. Well, now we can actually start importing stuff. So I don't care about any of that stuff. Engines. That's fine. We have coal now. But coals need to wide. Okay, I don't need transportation coal. Right, let's fix all of this stuff. Glassworks, we don't have lead, so shift that. Okay, what resources do we have? Iron, coal, wood. That's honestly all we need for now. Steel, urban centers. Let's shift you up to gas street lights. Everyone goes into the filing cabinet. Iron mines, we can actually afford it because we have the coal now. Yeah, we don't need road carts. We don't have that kind of money. There's a lot of opium. Okay, we don't need to build any more barracks. We can import sulfur from the Brits. We can import lead as well. Everywhere's in turmoil. We're already a major power though. Unrecognized major power. Really should have railways for days. What's going on with you? Okay, you don't have engine. Yeah, how many engines do I need? Why am I only producing 80? Ah, right. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. The railway's bad. But why are you... Okay, it's disappearing over time. So everything's going to sort itself out over time pretty much in terms of... Yeah, there you go. Sorry, we've got the fourth highest GDP. Okay, nice. Still have an engines shortage. Chuck a couple more over there. Right, let's export opium to everyone who will buy it. Of course, export fabric, dyes, iron, grain, liquor. Very luxury furniture and clothes are in demand. Well, we make both of those, so it's fine. urban side of things. I think I can switch over to you now. It is necessary. We'll do that. Just start looking at politics. Okay, serfdom. Let's start abolishing serfdom. Start modernizing the Mughal Empire. If we go leaded glass, we need to put more lead. Right, we've abolished serfdom. Perfect. Now, let's go to agrarianism. Next up, we need a coastline. Why would I sign a treaty with it? Oh, what's the US got to do with me? Focus on conquering more of Mexico. Leave me alone. Reach for the 3rd largest GDP in the world. You can't talk to me like this. I have a bigger GDP than you. It's double your size. I need a coastline because I need to get sulfur. So I need to like invade. Well, there's one province I know has sulfur. Hey, buddy. Alright, I think we have the bureaucracy to whack it up to here. How much is that going to cost? Let's say. Let's do it. Don't mind to go standardized filing system anytime I want. You know, I'm running a positive right now. Why not? You know, why not? There's some reasons why not. But we're going to do it anyway. Here's the thing. Next time around, we're going to be fighting Britain as well. I'm tempted to go around them, like into the Sikh Empire. We have 104, which is fewer than us, but we also have better troops than them. These guys all got decent stats, like from the war. Ooh, look whose debt's going up. That sucks. Right, we're going off the Punjab. Who's going to rival them? That's right. The Mughals are back. And we're going back into to where we came from. Oh, okay, this is not where we wanted to be. It does give us an option to go for the coast. The worst thing that can happen to us is it breaks into like a million different front lines. So I am tempted to just not push, so I don't get more of a border. Actually, no, his allies aren't, like his little vassal states aren't coming in. It's just the East India Company. What do you mean advancing? I didn't tell you to advance. Apparently I did. And apparently you're doing it against like an army 5 times your size. Go on, my son. All right, we're pushing in some areas. We're getting pushed back in some as well. And now we've got Jack the Ripper. Great. It's not even like Ahmadinejad the Ripper. It's just, it's Jack. I suppose it just says the Ripper, doesn't it? So I'm sort of my bad. The game's not really done anything wrong there. And we've immediately caught him. Oh, that was a spin at the end. Oh, it's gonna be close. I think we just about won that. Christ. Must confess, I was sitting there thinking, what's happening? Why are they storming through my lands? I completely forgot I wasn't funding the army. That is a bit of an oversight from me, has to be said. But we do end up winning. Sewing machines, mechanized workshops, precision tools, the works. All right, next stop, I think, firstly, not allowing that to happen. Secondly, I think we need sulfur and lead. Pretty sure sulfur and lead both exist in this province. So this is the province we need next. Probably should have taken it more than the coast, like, to be honest, I just really wanted a coastline. We're now neck and neck with the British for GDP, chasing down the Qing. All right, we finally got ourselves agrarianism. It only took 30 years from the start of the game. So to give a brief overview of what's going on, we are the 2nd largest GDP in the world. After the Great Qing, we're pulling away slightly from Britain. We have an acceptable army, and our literacy is going up slowly. But I do want to like start grinding out on the innovation side of things so we can start modernizing the army even more, because I want to get ironclads and basically be able to conquer the rest of India. The reason I want ironclads is because the easiest way, in my opinion, to take out India is if we send a fleet to go and occupy London. They'll peace out immediately if we don't have any war goals with them. We protect Pomerania at all costs because that's kind of cool. And then we take the rest of India bit by bit. That's the plan, at least. In the meantime, we just develop the hell out of our nation. Well, there's landed voting. Oh my god, I couldn't jump straight to proportional taxation. Well, who's domineering towards me? Was that the Spanish? Natural subject? Boy, get out of here with your natural subject. What do you mean major power? You're 2 ranks ahead of me. Major power. Man, that's a GDP of 20 million. Population of 16 million. Bro, we lost 16 million people in the census last week. We didn't even find them. It didn't even affect the GDP. You live in a world where there's a northern Indian superpower to be, and you're not ready for it, man. Christ, we're still making money with all this construction. Right, I continue to build up my industry. I'm prepping to go to war against the Indians, but unfortunately the British will come in and they have better troops than I do. I can't stop them because I don't have a navy. Yeah, they got 60 and 65. Ours are not as good as that. So I've been like trying to really push on the innovation side of things and the education side of things to try and, oh boy, to try and get us on par. Could hold a grand exhibition. Nothing to show off. Increase your exhibition points by gathering treasures and expeditions, increasing your country rank, and researching technologies. Oh god. I've never clicked that button before. We could definitely take Italy's place as a great power, right? Yeah, we just need to fight them. Who can I fight that will have less than 40 flotillas? That is also great power. There's Italy, Austria, United States, Russia, France, Britain. Prussia's not a great power. The Italians are probably our best bet. Oh, for a second I thought I could nip in. It said because they're fighting Burma. I thought the East India Company might be fighting Britain. They are fighting Britain, so we can't join a war. At least not how I understand it. How can Britain join a war on the same side as the country that they're fighting against? Seems rather odd. I force the British to recognize me. I think that's a good idea. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that, because then we don't get any real infamy, and we can hopefully go up a country rank, which means our grand exhibition will have something to show for it. All right, we're positive on most fronts. Keep up being most. All right, we need these fronts to unify as soon as possible. Last minute switch arounds. And like I said, the British are actually invading the East India Company, so I'm not sure how they're also defending it. Although it appears they're defending the individual puppets versus the East India Company itself. Dude, it's kind of cool they've offered like a dynamic treaty. Okay, so unfortunately I was not able to get everything I wanted, but I was able to conquer some things. Wasn't able to get the recognition, and we have banned slavery, which I kind of wanted to do anyway. So that works out well. Not the finest performance, though, just because the sheer amount of front lines that happens. It's still a problem in this game, man. You can notice like my demeanor is noticeably like more drained now as I try to mess with strategic objectives. It's super frustrating to deal with. Like, I don't dislike the war system like vehemently, like a lot of other people I've seen. But what I have found is that it's a very frustrating mechanic, and it makes you not want to play. And that's never a good sign, is it? The hell, who's invading that? It's Britain, but it's like with a weird flag. Dynam? Oh no, buddy. Dynam. Unfortunately, we're also in a bit of a catch-22 where we need more of a coastline in order to build up enough of a navy to challenge a global power to be recognized, right? The issue is the only people around us is the great power of Britain. So unless I go all the way around through Afghanistan into Persia, which infamy-wise isn't really that efficient. I do have some, so what I'm considering doing is invading somewhere like, I don't know, Portugal, and then going through Spain, and then into France. That would be an option. Or like Mexico into the US. I feel more comfortable with that one, I think. It times out in 4 months, we have literally nothing to show for it. Here we go. The grand exhibition. Oh, it's just great. Nice. Oh, it's been very well received. That's nice. I might have to invade Mexico. Let's give this a shot. Mexico begins conscription. Because Hindustan woke up one day and went, kind of sick of everyone invading us around here. Might as well go back to our old imperialist ways of a few hundred years ago. This is the Mughal Empire. They were undoubtedly imperialist. If you don't think that, I don't know what to say about you. Right. Let's now go naval invade. Doesn't take that long to get across the world if you think about it now. In fact, that's like, it's ridiculously quick. A bit strange, isn't it? How quick naval invasions are. Okay, this is a very, very quick. But is he not like positioning troops? Oh, they're just taking that long. Oh God. Forgot our supply worked for a second there. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and ruin my economy for a sec. The US embargoed me. What am I, Cuba? My general's got syphilis. These things may be related, but we've got public schools. Hopefully not related. Okay, Chine's getting taken out by the Brits. They just want to be recognized. They want both of them to recognize them. Oh no, it's a coalition. It's the Brits, the French, and the Russians. What do the Brits get out of it? They don't get anything out of it. They're just there. Do you have a port here? No? Okay. God, he was using crude tools. That's sad. This is a primitive nation. All right, let's give this a shot. I haven't seen nations back down nearly as much as they previously did, which is good and bad. It's good because obviously, you know, I do want them to back down. But at the same time, it's also bad because I never see nations back down now. Occasionally I do. I mean, he is fearful. Let's see if that means anything. Come on, just back down. Just back down. Nope, okay. So El Salvador's here to protect the Americans. Oh, no, they're not. I didn't do anything to them. Must have been casualties. So having mild supply issues because we have like 500 divisions. So I figured whilst I'm building up every port under the sun that we have, why not just naval invade them? They're not raiding me. Does look like Matthew Perry has let his nation down. There we go. And we're the number 3 great power. All right, I think that's where we'll leave it for today. We do end up number 1 GDP by a long way. And I'll be honest, it's a slog from here. We have all the divisions, they're pretty good. Innovation and literacy is doing pretty well as well. Now that we have another coastline, get another decent amount of naval units and bases and such, and that should be all fine. Yeah, we have more battalions than pretty much every other European power. I think all of them, some of them combined. I think I proved my point. I think Hindustan, and that's not even like the entirety of India. Hindustan's a very, very powerful nation because once you can sort out northern India, you're pretty solid, especially when you have it all like incorporated. So yeah, if you did enjoy, please do make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Huge shout out to my Patreons. Most importantly, Redguard76, Lewis Wright, Ryan B, Atreides, Blenderman, Crilly, Ghostwolf, JadeOwl52, Sjalmi, Luque, Matthew McHugh, Mike473, Mikey Lewis, Original, ShadowSinger, and Tom. Your support means a lot, guys. Also here, why not watch another video? I mean, it's right there. Just click on it.